Hello and welcome to the Beauty Know-It-All. I'm in my bathroom. Now you've seen that before on behind the scenes with my bathroom, but don't look too close to my bathroom shelf because I haven't cleaned it today, because I'm here with my sister and I'm going to show you how we dye our own hair. Well, I dye my own hair. I dye my grey roots all the time because they are so bad that the regrowth comes through every 10 to 14 days and I just don't have the time to go to the hairdressers. So I'm going to let you in on my secrets by doing my sister's roots, because it's much easier for me to explain it to you what I do while I do my sister, who has never allowed me to colour your hair.
Never, ever.
Oh no, not since we used henna when we were about 14.
We were teenagers.
It's a very long time ago. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how I mix the colour up, how to apply it just to smudge and soften your roots, and how long you leave it on, and then we'll dry it and we'll show you the before and afters. Now I'm going to use professional products that you can buy on the internet, but really the concept is not that difficult to a home product. And if I was to recommend a home product, I'd recommend Nice and Easy Root Retouch because it's genius. And essentially they're exactly the same thing. So you've got the colour and you've got the activator. Now I use 20 vol cream and I use peroxide, and I'm going to use a really great Redken Chromatics base colour, which is basically mouse. Now, when I was growing up, my base colour was mouse, and I obviously go blonder. My sister had a warmer mouse than I am, so she was more of a reddy blonde, but obviously she's got blonde highlights now, and this is how you mix it. It's really easy. So this is a brand new tube. You can tell I'm a beauty editor, because look, I've been testing eyeliners this morning. That's not some strange Helen Mirren type tattoo, I promise. So you break open the tube. You will, I think, need a mixing bowl. And the reason I like this particular combination is because it goes quite thick so it doesn't drip, because that's a real problem when you're colouring your hair. There you go. See how thick that is? Less likely to drip. And we're ready to go. So basically, I start my sister's sections here, you'll notice, on the side, because she has a side parting. With me, I would start my section in the middle because I have a middle parting. You take the section and you lift it and you paint it back on to the hair that's been dyed before. Here we go, here's a perfect example. There you go, so you paint it up. Again, my sister has quite a large root, mine would only be a centimetre long. And then the next bit, you paint down. So then you paint the other side of the root. And I'm making sure I go right in, getting it in, especially to the front of the hair. Next section, using the tail of the brush you're applying it with. Brush up to begin with for a section. Reload the brush. And then go down. There you go. And then you do the bottom bit. It's very, very, very simple. Next section, lift up. Press the hair back into the hair that's previously been coloured. You'll notice it'll stick to the hair and then it stays up and out the way. The ends, you notice, are not being coloured by dye at all. And then the next section. And here I'm going in particularly, again, over the temple, because it's the temple where my sister is most grey, and that's the bit you most want to get. And then the section, again, up. So you stick the dry hair onto the damp, dyed hair, and then you go over it again, and down. And here I'm particularly focusing on areas that I know round each of her temples where I know that she doesn't like her grey hair. There's my sister looking particularly unflattering at the moment, poor thing. So now I've just had to mix up some more colour, and my sister just laughed because basically I mixed up enough colour for my hair. She's got twice as much hair as me. Same formulation though. Now this is obviously what I can't do on myself, which is the back of my hair. But obviously with my sister I can. Now you'll notice my sister has hardly any grey hair here. So I'm actually going to just, because I've chosen a colour that really matches her base colour, I can actually just paint over the odd grey one, and I really don't need to do the entire back of her hair. She's incredibly lucky And I'm going to make her watch this video and learn how to do her own hair, because if she doesn't have to colour the back of her hair, then she can colour her own hair really easily. Okay, so now if you look where she's grey, she's really grey under there. And because she has short hair, this is what you can see most of all. This layer down here. Now you'll notice I'm not wearing gloves. I'm sure I'm breaking loads of health and safety, but I do not have sensitive body skin, so I really don't worry about the sort of 20 minutes that I might get a tiny dab onto my skin.
And I do quite like the dark root look.
I love that dark root look, because that's what you were saying to me about Madonna. Now, I genuinely do not know if Madonna has any grey hair, but I would imagine at her age she does have some grey hair.
She must have.
So that's what I call my effect. When I put my dark roots in and my mum says to me, your roots need doing, she doesn't realise that actually what I've done is created the effect of a dark root, because I think it's really youthful. When you're young, you absolutely hate your dark roots when you're blonde. But as you get older and your roots go grey, you crave your dark roots back, because it's actually really youthful to have a dark root. And it's better to have a darkness at the root of the hair, not necessarily around the face. But I just think it's much more youthful. There you go. So all the ends are left out. And what I will do is spin you around and just go back through the front again, yeah?
Am I looking gorgeous?
You're looking delightful!
Oh, Lord. The things I do for my sister.
I'm dyeing your hair, what do you mean? I'm just going back through the roots, because that's the bit, when you look in the mirror, that you're going to notice most often, yeah? There you go. And actually you can see it beginning to take now and warming up. And that will be the perfect warm blonde. I know I've broken loads of rules, but that's how you do it. That's how you save yourself quite a lot of money and do your own roots. And imagine me when I do this, I just have big long blonde streaks hanging out. So none of the ends have been touched at all. So we left it for about 35 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, because she's got quite thick hair. And then Karen dried it. She's fallen in love with my YS Part blow dry brush.
I'm taking it home.
Best blow dry brush in the world. And this is what I want to show you. Coming close, this is what I want to show you has happened, okay? So we have lightened her base colour, and it's a warm base colour. See, there you go through there. So slightly lightened her base colour, and it's taken down the grey. Not completely. If you look closely, you can still see a sort of sparkling little bit of grey in there. A tiny, tiny, tiny bit. But by darkening the grey and lifting the base, what you end up with is the greys become a sort of highlight. If you look super close and you're an expert, you can tell it's got a little bit of grey in it. But because the ends are blonde, the grey ends up becoming the same colour as the blondes on the end. It becomes Mother Nature's highlights. This is root smudging at its best, and it's really, really, really easy to do, I think. That's the technique. I recommend you get together with a girlfriend and try it. And if you can't get a professional colour online, honestly, Clairol Nice and Easy is brilliant. They do a really good range of base colours. You're on a squeaky chair. I can hear that chair squeaking. So there you go, that's the Beauty Know-It-All's guide to smudging your own roots. I'm sure I've broken lots of rules. I am not a professional hairdresser, that's my disclaimer. And I'm sure that lots of hairdressers will say, please, we don't want you colouring your own hair. But the truth is the majority of British women do colour their own hair. So if you're going to do it well, do it with a little bit of knowledge, and choose the right products. And I will list all the products below, I promise. I'll put a URL to the colours, the bowls, the amazing brush, the hair drying brush that she absolutely loves, and just give it a try really. Get together with a girlfriend and spend the night in. Don't drink. You don't want to die and drink ever. Don't drink and just have fun. And if you choose a colour that is really close to your natural colour, your base colour, the colour you were when you were sort of 13 or 14, you really can't go that far wrong. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've tried any home colourants. Join in, subscribe, ask questions. All the details are below. Thank you.
Thank you. No, thank you.
She was a bit worried about it, really.
Oh.
But she's happy now.